So, good evening everyone and welcome to Formula 1 World Championship Series Japanese Grand Prix today. And at the moment we are actually going in the lobby already, and we have 13 drivers today. And we are having a bit different plannings for today, because I needed to host. We didn't have any host, and I heard about we have no host information 12 minutes ago. So we had to make a decision that I host. So hopefully there is no issues with the server or with the stream today, because my internet is going to so many places, to the stream, to the server, the hosting. My internet is going to be used in so many ways. But for the first time in this commentating history, there's no one home. I am alone at home. So maybe my voice will be a bit louder today, because there's no one to restrict my voice levels. So I don't think I need to eat today. I may need to drink something during the stream, but I don't think I need to eat anything today in the stream, because there's nobody home making me food. So I'm not hungry, so why to eat during the stream when I can avoid it? But let's see the standings. They look like this. So Jokke is leading the championship by 13 points after 14 rounds, I guess. Yes. Pihkanen is virtually third, because Gavin will be removed from that list at the end of the season. And Nollafemma has dropped already. Nuti cannot race, I don't think, in any races this season anymore. Sippola and Furley. And then Leroy Salmon-Pike, who's been league banned. Tahvo, Berkai, Tompa Annie, but Tompa actually racing today for the first time for a long while. Julian, who won last week his debut race. Then PMP Mac. I think he's driving today. He missed the F2 because of some kind of issue with his hand. But today he's racing. C-Roy also racing today. Schumacher and Nikondi is absent, at least for now. Then the weather forecasts look like this. The 4 minutes, that's incorrect. Don't care about it. Light cloud conditions for both sessions. The dynamic system can also make a tweak. But for now we are going like this. And we are ready here in Suzuka to begin today's qualifying action. There's no commentator with me today. Rapul has not responded for my messages 2 hours ago, so I guess he's not coming today. At least he haven't made any contact with me since last week. Yeah, he's not even online on Discord, so I don't think we will be having any commentators today apart from me. But let's begin the action here in Suzuka. Already 1 minute gone, and now there's Larry leaving with his Williams. Nearly double amount of drivers compared to F2 on Friday. Of course, F1 has always had more drivers than F2. And by the way, like I said, on Friday we will announce the F2 continuing today. And we stewards have made a decision that the F2 season will not continue. So the F2 champion will be XD Osgood, Puhkuli finishing second and Team Set third. Those three drivers will be promoted into F1 next season, and they will get a seat of their choice for this remainder of F1 season. And next season we will have the championship order decide the teams that they can pick. They can firstly pick their teammates of their wish, and with their teammates they need to make a decision which team they take. And it's very complicated mathematics how we make the teams and how we make the orders. So I don't have no idea how to say it in English, so I'm not even going to explain it yet, because we still have some things to tweak before the next season. So I don't say anything before they are 100% sure and I know how to explain them without any complications. So, but at least the main thing is that the F2 season won't continue, so there will be no F2 streams anymore during Fridays. These are the only streams coming once a week, and the F2 season won't continue due to lack of drivers. There was only 8 drivers in the race, and we are expecting even less drivers next week and following weeks, even though it's summer holidays. But it's so end of the season and the next game is so close that people won't race anymore. But we still will do our best to avoid these kind of lack of people at the end of the season. by maybe giving penalties for absent people without a very good reason. So if you're playing a different game at the same time once there's a league race, you will get an automatic penalty because we know you have been online, but you have played other games rather than coming to the race. So you will receive a penalty, and if you're offline, we will ask you why are you offline or why are you not coming to race. And if the answer is not good enough, it cannot be the same all week. But if the reason is good, we will give you it's okay. But if you say I don't like the track, that's a penalty. You need to come to race or avoid it. So we are trying to make sure we can make as many people as possible race, even though there's nothing to lose or nothing to win. The main thing is that you drive and don't make the race be very boring by not coming to race. It's always better to race. It's more entertainment for yourself and even for the others when there's many more players racing. And if everyone is coming to race, as many as possible is coming to race, the race will be more entertainment and more action. So, but Larry crossed the line now. He will open the back, which Zeroy or PMP Mac will follow. Looks like Zero will follow. Yes, Zero will follow on the medium tires. He's 7/10 of the pace as he should, of course, on those mediums. Berka having invalidation. Womble preparing. There's a lot of cars in the final corner. Also, Dava trying no assists here, I think. Losing the back end there a bit. 1.2 seconds off the pace. Of course, these are very good opportunities to practice the no assist, because you have nothing to win here. You have nothing to lose. There's everything to win, but you have nothing to lose to practice these no assist conditions in the league race. And then, of course, offline next game. But now you have nothing to lose to test those no assists. Only thing you need to avoid is the crashes that are caused by you. That is the only thing you need to avoid when racing no assist. So take a bit more of the aggression, but push hard as you can. So that way you can learn as much as possible, and you know how the no assist somehow works. And then when we go to the next game, you have a perfect knowledge how the no assist should work, and then you should be able to nail it in F1 2020. Jokke's car understeering a lot there. His setup is quite understeery. He got a quite easy invalidation from that corner, under 130R. There's someone spun. Oh, it's Womble abandoning his lap, not spinning, luckily. Jokke leading the champ, like I said, by 13 points only, so the championship is very tight in the top. So it's Jokke or Womble who will win the championship. Pihkanen I don't think has any chance. He's so much behind, over 150 points for the upcoming 5 rounds. So I don't think there's even mathematical chance for Pihkanen to win the championship anymore. So it's between these two guys, Womble and Jokke. And Womble trying another lap. Trying to start on the medium compound. Sipala going for another medium run. Zero is having a new lap there. Yes, but invalidation. Karkadude having a lap on the mediums. Going way wide off the track, losing the back end a bit. That won't be a good lap because he spins. Hopefully he doesn't get the wrong way stuff. No, he doesn't. Womble's lap has been looking good. That was off track, and that's it. Tompa having an outlap here. Womble's really struggling the lap. He's in... Oh, he's out of ERS. All ERS is used. He needs to go 2 outlaps in order to get enough power for the run. So 20% is not even close enough for the long back straight. Oh boy, Womble pits. So he can get a new battery. Karkudid also pitting. Sippala finishing his lap on the medium tires. Box. So then it's only Pihkanen out there. Tavo on an outlap, also Berkai on an outlap, so everyone on an outlap. Pihkanen first to go across the line very shortly. There's a team set in, no, that is Elpu in the wall, or he has visited somehow the areas you should not be in. But Pihkanen, as Larry currently holding the pole position, of course the tire is the medium, so, and Jokke and the Pompola haven't even got the lap on the board yet, so currently nearly everyone on the medium, on the hards, no, on the softs. So the strategies, there are many ways to complete the strategy today. That's a quite good looking first sector. Let's see what Pihkanen can do. He's improving by half a second, so he's very close going to pole position. He's matching the time with Larry. They are on the same compound, so those times are comparable. There's a good minor hairpin exit. That's a wide spoon curve, and that's lap gone. So the spoon curve is really giving people some issues where they try to go full throttle in there, and that's BMP Mack spinning into the wall and damaging his front wing. There's Tavo on the lap actually. Wonder they are very smoothly. Actually, second sector playing purple at the moment, so let's see, can he finish it? He cuts the track, but no warning. He is a lucky man. He's a lucky man. He cut the track, but no warning. There goes. DRS open. Oh, 2/10 off with as no assist. Let's take off that one. There's Tompa in the wall. Berkai going professional pole position at the moment. Pihkanen going for another run. Elpu in validation, Tompa spinning, and now there's BMP Mack again facing the barrier. This time it's Team said he needs to let by. And Team said also will be the next driver to go across the line here. So with 7 minutes to go in this qualifying. Good final corner, there's a bump. Not gonna make it quick. Cross the line, Team said improves by 41 milliseconds, so it doesn't help that much. He stays last. BMP Mack cutting the track, and that's going to be a penalty maybe. He clearly cut the track there. Now it's Larry. Cross the line, not even improving, going for another lap now. Pihkanen through the final corner, finally getting a lap on the board, and he goes third fastest, 6/10 off the pace. What is this pace of Berkai and Larry? These guys are surprising me at the moment. Their best time is made on the softs. So Larry is on fire today. I have never seen him being as quick as he is right now. There's still Womble and Jokke though. Also, they all start trying to get the medium lap, so looks like Berkai and Larry on the mediums, on the soft should be strong. Womble getting a well-lit lap on the board, but it's 9 seconds off the pace. So it is not gonna help that much. Jokke's in the pit lane. Is there any rain coming? There's overcast conditions coming. But people is not hurrying in that onto the track, so... Oh! There goes Womble. Grandstand giving him some applause when he's trying to reverse back to the track. But I was about to say that I don't think there are rainy conditions coming, because it's getting overcast, yeah, but people's not hurrying to the track. If there was rain coming, they would already be on the track and on a lap. There's 5 minutes to go. PMP Mac has left the session for some reason. Zero is having a lap here. After this, let's check the replay. He abandons his lap, so let's check the replay. There's Womble in the first corner. Here we can see it taking a bit too much curb and spinning out and facing the grandstand, which keeps giving him some applause. Oh, there's heavy rain in the race. Thanks for that, Dhabo. So, our weather generator has said that there will be light cloud conditions, but the game's dynamic system decides to give us some rain. Yeah, it's spoon curve. So 1.2 second improvement, and you get an invalidation in spoon curve. That's not a good thing. I would say that's disgusting. That's even disgusting when you get a spoon curve. The curve puts some spoon in your car, and that's it. 1.2 second improvement gone in a moment, and you have to try again. And there's not enough even time to get enough ERS for the next lap. So if you go in the second sector, you're gone if you fail lap. That's too wide, Sompa. There's an invalidation, and even nearly spinning. Where is Jokke? On an out lap, not hurrying at all. One lap on the mediums, he has everything to lose here. Of course, Womble doesn't either have a lap on board. Sippala is starting a new lap here. Then it's Jokke. It's now all in, final run. It's this or nothing. I kind of hope that the championship battle don't go to the Abu Dhabi, because I will be missing the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I am not commentating it. I have my dad's brother's some kind of party stuff in the southern Finland, so I won't be home on that Sunday. So I kind of hope that the championship battle don't go until the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, because, well, you guys don't have a stream for the championship decider, so I kind of hope that the championship is decided before Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, in Brazil at least. But if the championship goes ahead to Abu Dhabi, I'm going to be mad, because there won't be stream about the championship content, championship decider. PMP Mac has joined back on the final minutes, thank you. So we'll be having that. Enduro has joined, so we'll be having 14 drivers for the race. And that's a good amount. Sippala about to finish his lap now. Cross the line goes fourth fastest, only 50 milliseconds slower than his teammate. There goes Jokke, fourth quickest, he gets a lap on the board safely. Womble still on out lap, he has abandoned the medium strategy, so he decides to go with the soft. And let's see what happens, he should be taking the pole. 1 minute to go. Berkai professionally going to take his second pole position of the season, but let's see, don't call anything off yet. This is not over yet. Yellow flags everywhere, basically, the people retiring. Is Karkadude on a lap? Not, he's on out lap. PMP Mac, no time, starting 12th if Karkadude doesn't get a lap in. Java only 7th quickest, 25 seconds. They are nearly running out of time, There's only 20 seconds, 15 seconds, he's in hurry actually. He's in hurry to get to the line. 10 seconds. I think my timer is broken. He would be going if he knew this only 10 seconds. So I think the timer of mine is broken. Yeah, my timer must be broken. The time's up. It's still green light, as we can see in there. It is still green light. There's team set off. Wonder they are way too wide. That's Larry is on the lap. Pihkanen actually second place, so that's quite a good run. Yeah, that was the timer was broken. Tahvo is on the lap. Only PMP Mac and Karkudut have already finished. Berkai crossed the line. Can he improve? No, he can't. Team said it was off track earlier. So Womble about to finish his lap first. 6 seconds being taken away. That isn't enough though. Cross the line. He will go pole position by 82 milliseconds. Also there is Seroy and Tahvo still in there. But Womble taking the provisional pole position away from Berkai by 82 milliseconds by the time. Let's see what happens to Seroy. Team that has now finally retired. So there's only Seroy and Tahvo for who we are waiting for. Seroy goes 9th fastest, so only Tahvo can do something about this. Cross the line. Final chicane. Into limits. No assist, where he will go. Cross the line, Tahvo will go for pole position for Tahvo in Japan. Woohoo! That was a run. No assist, pole position in F1 tier. Outwinning Womble and Jokke. And that's by 88 milliseconds. That was a run. Well, shortly we go in Suzuka. So, short moment and we go in Japan Suzuka. Tavo on pole position. For the race, he said he needs to take the assists back because of the upcoming rain in the race. Strategy options for today's race. Strategy A on the softs, of course. And then the strategy B, the medium option. That would be the tire strategy for today's race, of course. The rain will affect the tire choices a little bit. And some people might be trying to get as far as possible before the rain hits. Grandstand view for the start. 14 drivers. Hopefully no carnage in the turn 1. I have a wrong view. I should not have this kind of view. And we are underway here in Suzuka. Let's see what kind of start people will get. Good shot by Tavo. There's no carnage into turn 1 apart one broken front wing, which is the wing of Cargadu's McLaren, so not a good start for Team McLaren. Zippala right away overtaking. Let's check the tires. Everyone else on the mediums, on the softs, apart Jokke and Mac. So, Jokke might be in trouble in this race start. He's the only driver on the mediums, apart PMP Mac. That was a clean and good start. No heroics in the first turn yet. And hope that we don't see any carnage in those corners, even later on in the race. Berkai chasing down Womble, who is second place. Tavo has already got a 1 second lead for the final sector. No retirements on lap 1, apart Larry being very close off it. And Jokke down the inside, a bit cutting the track, but I think it counts. Already 3 second penalty for Cargo, we must be cutting the track a lot. Team set down the inside of Larry into turn 1, Larry going a bit off the track, but making a switcheroo, and that's a really nice overtake. Also Zero in there. Looking like brake checks, but they aren't actually. Devi Mac has wing damage. Gargadud has boxed, and what happened? Beacon is on the sand. He's on a gravel trap. I think he had made a driver error, and now he has to chase the order back down. He really hoped a safety car for this race. And Enduro is making progression. He is already up to P9, up by 5 places in the last 2 laps. So he's really making a way. Let's see the race start. So here it is. So we're getting away quite well. This team set spinning on the background. There's actually a huge carnage on the background. Unfortunately, you viewers won't be able to see it. Team set has spun in the spawn curve and caused an incident. There we can see the tires which drivers did have before the first possible pit stops. That was a good and clean race start. There goes Fluid Elpu. Easily by PMP Mac, who has the wing damage. It's already getting overcast, so I'm expecting the rain will hit us very soon. In the next 10 laps, it will hit us completely. Enduro already pitting for the mediums. I don't think that was a good decision. I just don't think. Of course, he knows the weather. We don't know it exactly. We know the weather is coming. The rain is coming, but we don't know when it is coming, so that is a big question for us. PMP Mac 3 seconds for warnings. Piikanen is close, Piikanen is close with those softs. Oh, T-touch, and that's Piikanen gone again! This time with complete PMP Max fault. That was not Piikanen's fault, that was clearly PMP Mac, who closed the door and not give enough space. Tompa very close, chasing down Sipala. Oh, that's a big lag. Tompa lagging very badly. I'm not gonna spectate him then, not causing any more issues. Wumble chasing down Savo on lap 4. Let's see, he is closing and closing and closing all the time, this time going on the side and flying pie, and that's in the spoon curve. Overtake done, Savo's tires are gone. He needs Bono to give him new tires. That's an excellent move. Solid overtake by Wumble. Let's have another replay. This is a replay of Piikanen spinning, because there was absolutely no space left. Here we can see PMP Mac completely closing the door. Kind of Sebastian Verstappen. And by the way, the DRS has been enabled a couple laps ago. But just a reminder. PMP Mac has crashed out and we have safety car here. PMP Mac has crashed somewhere, and this safety car will surely bring the weather a bit closer. So the rain may hit us a bit earlier than expected. Yeah, the rain started. The rain started now, maybe the worst possible timing for the rain. At the same time with the safety car being deployed. Jokke is loser here, because he was starting on the mediums. His worst possible rival is really the championship or leading race. By these results, the championship would be tight. 0 points for the last 5 rounds. I hope the championship is over before Abu Dhabi. Like I said, I will miss the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 28th of June. I won't be able to commentate that day. And it's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which one I miss. So, interesting tire choices incoming. Yeah, it's already raining quite heavy, because as we can see, the lens of the camera is wet. Will they box? Will they box? Yes, they will box. Is it intermediates? Is this just a joke? We will see. Let's see the tire choice. It is intermediates. It is intermediates for everyone. So we'll be restarting the race in intermediate conditions. Oh, Teamset had to wait his teammate. But Enduro also boxing for new set of tires. He also had to wait for his teammate. Wumble was pitting a bit earlier. And Karkadude also slowing into the pit lane. Oh, that's a stupid 5-second penalty. That is a very stupid 5-second time penalty. And now he was not even leaving the pit box. Larry leading, but every single driver, also nearly every driver behind has injuries. Larry, Zeroy, Elpu and Teamset stayed out, or actually Elpu and Teamset took accidentally the medium tires, but Larry and Zeroy stayed out. So 4 drivers will be pitting again at the end of this lap. 2 drivers again, 2 drivers for the first time. It is slippery as we can see. Larry and Zeroy into the pit lane. Larry 5-second penalty, that's a stupid move, taking a penalty at this stage of the race. 20 laps to go, I think we are going till the end. With the intermediate tires on, maybe not till the end. If it gets full wet conditions even. Whew, this race will be interesting. Womble leading the pack. With 20 laps to go behind the safety car. At this point, let's see the replay. Here we can see Karkadude coming into the pit lane here. Accelerating just before the line and getting a penalty. That was not a good decision by Karkadude. If the safety car stays out, I'm going to get something to drink. But if the safety car comes back in, I will stay here. Let's see the decision of the safety car. It will be in the one near the us, so... Actually, let's check the track map. Everyone is not in the same queue yet, so... I don't think the safety car will box. Help getting multiple warnings under the safety car. Safety car not saying to come in yet. There's one racing point, not even close to safety car, so I don't think. Yep, the safety car staying out for one more lap, so I get something to drink and I will be back in a minute. And I'm back here. Looks like everyone's in one piece, so we should be able to get back to racing at the end of this lap. There's still 2 drivers who have not made it to the queue yet. So Hopefully they don't drop out of the boat completely. Safety car into the pits at the end of this lap. Womble leading the pack in the safety car restart. Very slowly. I think he was under 80. I think he was a bit too slow in the restart, but let's see. That's a clean safety car restart with 18 laps to go. Tompa is very close to Searoy, but the conditions make it hard to overtake. Zippala goes down the inside, forcing Tompa wide a bit. And he makes the move up to P7. Taiva tried the outside line but can't maintain the position. Bergai gets it. Now Jokke is in his tail. Oh! That's a 3-second penalty he doesn't really like. I think he hit the crossing then. What's happened there? That's Enduro into the wall. That is Enduro into the barriers, and we have a virtual safety car. That was an interesting looking glitch. And it's virtual safety car, but these drivers are racing. Okay. Here's the replay. Taiva loses it in the middle of the straight. Was there contact behind the camera? I cannot see. And then there in the background, there are the two guys glitching a bit. Enduro completely losing it. Into the barriers he goes. Virtual safety car just ended. It is no more. Womble leading the race by 2 seconds. Bergai, Jokke, Larry and Tavo following. It's actually surprising that Larry has managed to maintain P4. He doesn't want to go down the inside this time. Tava going down the inside of Larry, and now Larry has to defend Searoy too. The slipstream is powerful. Larry off the circuit. Tompa doesn't dare go down the inside, and that's a good decision. Trying to go around the outside of Searoy, but can't maintain the position. It was close though. Zippala into pit lane. Not sure why, maybe front wing change. Oh, the Dutch from Zero's wing is gone. Larry spins. Straight in front of Tompa. Oh! That was a dangerous returning by Larry. Very dangerous return. Not looking at others at all. Luckily the coasting system came in and said no for this incident. That would have been a huge chunk. Straight in the sideboard. He has no wing damage. He survived without it. Thank God. Now it's Larry again off. Larry's good race has turned into disastrous one. After spinning 2 times in 3 corners. 3 times in 3 corners! If he causes the safety car by this maneuver, well... There's someone taking off those boards. It must be Tavo. Oh! That was close to hit the wall in there. Tompa 5 seconds for exiting the track limits. That was very close for forcing Zero into the wall. That was very, very close. And Tavo has been overtaken by Pihkanen and Zero into the same go. Larry into the pits. He's taking another intermediate. Yellow flag in sector 1. Someone's gone. It's Cargo Dude again in the same corner where we just had an incident between Larry and Cargo. And Cargo has left the session after that mistake. Here we can see it. There's the wing, there's the touch. He loses it, can't keep it. Gives some room for Tompa. And when Tompa goes by, it just returns to the track straight in front. That was a good play by Tompa to stop in there, wait a bit, reserve a bit when there's no one coming, and then go when the other driver lets you go. So Tompa was very unlucky to get involved in that. And that cost him a couple of seconds, maybe 5-6 seconds. But that incident between you and Tompa was quite interesting. Tavo taking the full wets. Jeff in the force this time. So Tavo reacting. Cargo Dude's EI is coming to pits, also taking the full wets. So I think the conditions are there. Yep, that's a clear sign. Larry completely losing it into the boards. That's a wheel off. And that's a virtual safety car. Car straight in front of the track. And we will be having a virtual safety car period. This is playing for these guys in front. They can pit for the full wets. When Tavo just boxed. You would lose only 14 seconds by pitting right now. And the virtual safety car is gone, so that was not a big help. Track's cleared and we are green again. Yeah, everyone boxing, so this might be Tavo's opportunity to get the gap back in shape. So, these conditions require full wet compound. That's a touch by Pihkanen. If he gets a penalty for that, it will be taken away. There's no penalty at least yet called by the game. And Zero has to change his front wing. You can go to check that. I got it on replay and on the race at the same time. So, if you want, you can go check the incident by reserving the video a bit or reviewing the video a bit. You can find it somehow 5-10 minutes ago. Going back in the stream. Let's check the tires. Tompa enters, Elpo enters, Sippala enters. Elpo losing it and Womble gaining it position. It is clearly full wet conditions at the moment. It is extremely wet, there's standing water a lot. Now Pihkanen getting a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Bergai down to inside of Tompa, luckily not going, he's an intermediate, he's lagging badly also. And now Jokke overtaking Elpo, so Elpo and Tompa are losing so much time on those intermediates. Maybe 3, even 4 seconds. It is no longer intermediate time. It is time for full wets. Fluid Elpo. Yeah, wets on of course. Tompa having to wait 5 seconds. So, Womble leading, Jokke second. Oi oi, these results would make it interesting. If the rain goes till the end, at the moment Berkai would get the fastest lap here. 16 points for Berkai, that would be amazing. Zero is very close to team set at the moment. Zero is staying within the 2 tenths. So he's not closing, not dropping, staying. Now it seems that making a big mistake in front. Now this should be a chance. Hot lap with ERS. Advantage should be huge going down to 130R, and it is. Team sets off track a lot. Elpo 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. He did absolutely nothing wrong in there, I just saw he cannot cut the track. There's no way he cuts the track from that place. Now Peak boxing again for some reason. Back on the intermediates, that is very interesting choice. What happened to the weather? Is the weather easing up in a couple of minutes? I don't get the point. Hopefully he knows what he's doing. Jokke chasing down the Womble. I hope he gets more advantage in the championship, so the championship would end quicker, or the championship battle would end quicker. I won't miss the race, the championship decider. I want to see it in action. I don't want to be absent. The only race of the season from which I would be absent, and that's a championship decider. That would be a disaster. For the league, for me, for others, for everyone. It would be a disaster for me, missing the championship decider. And yeah. Well, Jokke is closing a bit within 1 second now. Of course, there's no DRS to help. So there's no point. It doesn't matter how close you are. Only the position matters. Nothing else at the moment. On the back straight the gap increases, and in the corners it decreases, so Womble is clearly running a setup which is more straight line speed based, and while Jokke is running a more high downforce setup. That's the only way I know the setups, if you lose so much time on the straight lines. Seven-tenths is the margin between the two championship fighters. Let's see what we got here. You can see Kargudud pitting. And then Larry. Into the wall. Race is over and virtual safety car. But there's still a race to go. 10 laps to go in this Japanese Grand Prix. 6th last round of the season. Question of the day is, will we see a dry line at the end of this race? It's getting light rain again. So we will see, will we see a dry line at the end of this race? There's 8 laps to go actually, 8 laps to go. It's light rain. Do we have enough time to see the dry line at the end? Comment down below. We cannot be sure though, is the rain ending or not. We just know that it's getting light rain. But, will we see dry line at the end? There's someone gone. That is team set, facing the wrong way, luckily the coasting. That must have been very scary for Sippola to come into the case and see, oh god, there's a pink panther in the middle of the road. Luckily getting away without any issues. But as we can see, it's no longer full wet conditions. Tavo is pulling away. It's only Sippola and Tavo, both Red Bulls and Tavo on the intermediates. The rest of the people are on the wets. Someone gone again. No. Just random yellow flags in the middle of the road. Or in the middle of the track. These guys are continuing on track. They are not boxing yet. Are they trying to go to the end? You lose 28 seconds in the pit lane. If Jokke and Womble pit, they will drop to 3rd and 4th. So. Oh, what an overtake by Tavo. Zeroy and Elpo into the pits for intermediates. Tavo getting up 2 positions and he's up to P5 for boxing early. I don't think it's any more time for the full wets. There's no standing water, at least I can't see any. So this is clearly a full, this is clearly an intermediate track. The full wets should be overheating a lot. Team set crashed out somewhere in Bianchi corner and we have a safety car. I don't know the name of it, so I say it's a Bianchi. And these guys are so goddamn lucky. They get a safety car in the perfect possible place just when needing the pit. This is a free pit stop for them. That's very close actually, we're going to the pits. And now everyone has a chance to take the intermediates. Berka is actually the only driver to not have them already. So, these guys remain in the lead as they should have been. Tompa drive-through penalty, that's a stupid penalty to take. No. So, there's only 6 laps to go. 2 less laps to go once the safety car box is. Tavo into the pits. What is he doing? He's taking the oh no! This is a clear sign that the rain is ending anytime soon. That is a clear sign. Of course, there is a place in, or how is it said? In the rules, there is that driving on softs or even it's illegal to drive on the opposite weather tires in the conditions. So I mean that it is illegal to drive on the slicks if the track is clearly wet, and the opposite, it is illegal to drive on the wets or inters if the track is completely dry. So if Tavo and Tompa or Tavo causes any issues on those slicks for people in front or behind on the inters, so that means on the correct tire, they will get penalized because they are doing illegal stuff by putting on the softs when it is completely intermediate conditions. So if Tavo or Tompa causes any issues, they will get penalized. If they cause damage, for example, for people behind on the correct tire, they will get a penalty for driving on the incorrect tire for the weather at the time. And need to be cautious, not go over track limits or you will get straight penalties. Of course, they will be taken away, but you need to watch out for them. Five laps to go after this safety car period in Suzuka. Dhabi and Jumper having a risk. It is all or nothing for them. All or nothing. How is the queue, by the way? Let's follow it here. So, Tavo is clearly struggling. It's Karkadude's EA, by the way, so he won't overtake. It's a good thing. Tom Pihkanen is struggling. Pihkanen is quicker, but he can't overtake because of the safety car conditions. So, this is a clear sign that intermediates are still faster. The rain has not even ended yet. So the slick is terrible decision. Even the safety car is quicker than these guys on the slicks. Oh, when safety car outraces the slick conditions. That was really struggling on those boots. If the safety car comes in, this is a disaster for them. There will be 5 laps to go once we box. Or once the safety car boxes. So there are 4 drivers missing from the queue. Tavo should reach the safety car queue at the end of this lap, but Tompa and Pihkanen will miss it completely. And if they miss it because of the slick conditions, Tompa may get a penalty for delaying Pihkanen. And now Pihkanen goes for overtake, which is illegal. Pihkanen will get a penalty. It is not allowed to overtake on the safety car, but also Tompa will get a penalty for driving on incorrect tire. So, so both drivers will get a penalty. Pihkanen should get it by the game. If he gets it by the game, that is okay, and the stewards won't penalize him at the end of the race. But Tompa might be penalized afterwards. Actually, looks like game said it is okay. Pihkanen can keep the position even though it was on the safety car. And because the game gave nothing, we stewards may need to look at it again next week, post-race. Because there should be a penalty all the time if you overtake. Of course, if game says go past, then it's okay, but if the game says nothing, you are not allowed to overtake. Safety car should pit at the end of this lap anyway, because it has been already out for 3 laps. Pihkanen is out of this race, kind of out from this race. Tompa completely. Really struggling in there. Safety car is faster than him. The rain ended. The rain ended. There's 5 laps to go. Safety car coming back in. Safety car coming back in. The rain ended. This is nuts. This is getting nuts. 5 laps to go. There's 2 safety cars and 1 virtual safety car in this race, I guess, or 2 virtuals. I don't remember exactly. People diving into the pit lane. We are green, green, green again. Wumble is the only driver at the box. He trusts that the rain will end and the track will dry up. The rain ended, of course, but he will trust that the track will dry up. This is a big all or nothing move. He will lose the whole championship, or he takes the whole advantage and gets an even bigger lead. it is like 30-point lead or 30-point lose. That is the keys he has. If the track dries up as quickly as it went wet, this should be easy peasy lemon squeezy for Womble. But if the track doesn't dry up at the same pace, Tavo and Womble and Tompa all are in trouble. They have made a terrible decision if the track doesn't dry up at the same pace as it did wet completely. Berkai getting second place. Provisional fastest lap. At the moment 19 points. Jokke would lead the championship after this race by these standings. These standings at the moment. Berkai giving up place. Well, by these stands, Jokke would lead the championship by 36 points, 36 points by going for the last 5 or 6 rounds. And that would be a huge gap. Jokke should win the championship. He's boxing. He is boxing. Was the slick faster already? Pihkanen retired. He crashed out in the same place where Larry did. In the same place as Larry. On the intermediates. He's exactly in the middle of the track. That should be a safety car, but it's not. Everyone boxing for the softs. Tavo up to P3. Cargadude's EA is still in there. He will be dropped anyway if he gains the position by the EA. So Tavo leading the race when Zeroy pits and Cargadude will get dropped. Tavo is leading the race. Jokke is second. Womble is fifth. Once the remaining cars will pit and get dropped. Womble is fifth. And what happened here? Another 10-second penalty. Quite easily. But Tavo leading the race. After all sorts of pressure from weather, from driving, from assists, from everything. He has managed to pull it through. He is already up to P2. But when Zeroy will pit, he will be leading the race. Look how much quicker the slicks are. The slicks are on fire. Yes, GG for Tavo, he has won the race. But Zeroy's trying, he's looking for the inters, that's a very stupid play. Of course Tavo has to give room. Because he's on the side. But that's a very stupid move to do that. Yeah, everyone will gain 2 more positions. DRS back to enabled. Womble 3 seconds, that's a worth. I don't think Jokke has got any penalties, so this might play it a bit. Jokke second, Sippala third, Berkai fourth, Womble fifth, Elppu sixth. By the current stance, the gap would be 21 points for Jokke, going for the last 5 rounds. And that's a good lead, but it's not big enough. In order to end it before Abu Dhabi, it needs to be at least 27 points, because Womble has 1 more wins, so it needs to be 27 or more. And Elppu has broke his front wing. So there are actually only 8 runners because of Cargadude, so Tompa is last running of the cars, P8. Everyone on the softs. The fastest lap currently for Berkai, but I think it will be renamed. The final lap. Everyone pushing a rich hot lap. And the guy who is the fastest on the final lap will get the fastest lap extra point. The track is getting better and better. So in this case, Womble and Zeroy should have the advantage. Yeah, the track's getting better and better, so I think Womble takes the point. He's the last of the quick cars to go across the line. And get even more time for the track to get better. Zeroy has wing damage. Down the inside of first corner, final lap underway. Down the inside, forcing Elpu off the track. The first corner is always quite hard, they both have wing damage anyway. So it's very hard to keep the rules. Berkai having to defend a Wumble, that's a big fish to defend against. Wumble, the championship fighter. Desperately trying to get the P4 in order to get some points. There goes down the inside, that's a big dive, there's a contact. That was hugest launch I have seen by Wumble for a long time. And that might go to the investigation, because there was contact, so Wumble made a dive bomb earlier this season in Hungary, he got a penalty in there. That one did not affect the race results, there's Berkai fighting for it, all power in for this last straight. The driver which has less real wing will win this one. Berkai in front to 130. This cannot end well. Down the inside Berkai goes. Defense position, Dhabi wins the race. But this is more entering right now. Berkai defending. Down the inside they go. Berkai comes out in front. And this penalty, 3-second penalty for Wumble. Cross the line they go. Wumble is 5th by 44 milliseconds on the line. And Jokke will be delighted of that. He gains 9 points to Wumble, so it means that he leads the championship by 22 points after this round. Kargadud is 7th, he will drop. So Elpu 7th and Tompa 8th. Kargadud DNF P9. What a race we had again. Jokke takes the fastest lap away, 19 points. And like I said, the championship lead is 22 points after this round and for the last 5 rounds. Tahvo wins it by a mile. His strategy was amazing. And there's Piikanen, and Piikanen actually retired, so he won't get a penalty. But Tompa is under investigation for driving with incorrect tire for the weather. We'll have to check the driver of the day. Here's the replay of the Wumble's launch. That's very hard to say who is driver of the day. Of course, Tahvo's strategy was amazing. So, I have a very hard decision in front. That's who will be driver of the day. But yeah, a very hard decision for me incoming. We will see the race results on screen in a moment. Yeah, Tahvo first position also on the grid. Jokke 62nd. Well, the strategy was amazing. His strategy was amazing. But the thing is that, well, he won by 5 seconds from pole to first place. Jokke from 6th to 2nd place, faster lap and only 5 seconds away. Well, that's a hard decision. It's a 1 second difference between the best lap times, so the decision is hard. Maybe both of you, Jokke and Tahvo, maybe both. It's too hard. It's too hard to say which one is driver of the day if I need to choose just one. There's no one in the Discord also, so I don't think we are going to have any post-race investigations. Those always will follow, but the post-race interviews, we are not sure about them. We may not have one. I think Tahvo and Jokke both are drivers of the day, because it is very hard to say which one is the real driver of the day if we need to choose just one. Three times earlier. Yeah, of course the stop was under the safety car and you were driving on the slicks, even though there was a full wet conditions, maybe even. So the strategy was amazing. So yeah, I will check that later on, how I decide about it. But the race is over. Next week we have Mexican Grand Prix. There might be some delay on Sunday, because I got my own go-kart race just 2.5 hours before the broadcast begins. So we are not sure, are we going to have some delay? If there is delay over 15 minutes, we will start without me. So we will start 4:15 PM at least. If I'm not arrived yet, we will start the qualifying 15 minutes late. But if I arrive, we will start once the stream begins. So my go-kart race is disturbing a bit, but it is once in 2 months. So it should not be an issue before the next game. So, and then the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 28th of June, I will miss it, that's for sure. So we will need to think about it. Are we going to race in Abu Dhabi if the championship is over? Because there will be no stream, there won't be much drivers. Is there any point of racing? That we will decide it later once the championship goes on. Yeah, and F2 has ended earlier this week. There will be no races on Friday anymore. F2 of F1 2019 is over, and it will continue in F1 2020 at the end of July. So, thanks for watching. And next week we have the Mexican Grand Prix, like I said. 1 week from now, there's no race on Friday. You can scrap it from the calendar. Next race, 4 PM UK on Sunday in Mexican Formula 1 action.